everybody, and welcome to Gingerside Plays Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Today we're going to do a quick tutorial about the new upcoming 1.10 block, the Loom, which is the new system for banner making. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So here in front of us we obviously have the Loom Block. The texture for it looks pretty similar to an actual loom, obviously just in Minecraft Edition. Here on the screen right next to it is the what an actual loom looks like. So you can kind of see where they get the idea with the strings coming down and everything else. So the recipe for the loom is actually quite simple. It's an earlier game block. It's just 2 planks of any kind and then 2 strings on top, as seen here on the screen. So the GUI of the loom is actually pretty simple. If you click on it, we can see the banner patterns on one side and then the interface for the users on the right side. So as you can see on the left, there are the 32 different designs that you can put on a banner, with 6 of them are actually not shown here because you need a banner pattern, a different entity or an item that you have to place in the loom. I'll explain those here in a little bit. But as you can see, there's 32 shown, and I'll just kind of show you an example of how they work. It is more efficient to use this new system than the older recipes, because if we come into this here, we can put the 1 die into the middle slot, which is for dies. And as you can see on the screen here, if I go to this triangle, you can see the old recipe versus the new recipe. It's not really a recipe, but you can see that the old one used 3 dies, and with this new loom system you only need 1 per pattern. So if we go ahead and click here, you obviously see that the output puts into your inventory with the pattern on the banner, so you can put it back and then keep going as much as you want to get the output. I like this because it's more visually oriented. You can kind of see what you're doing. You don't have to remember each separate recipe for the designs. So it's going to make it a lot easier, and it's a lot cheaper to make banners now. So as I said earlier, the banner pattern slot, which is the one on the right, looks like a little scroll, or I don't know, but we'll go over here and I'll kind of explain them and show you the recipe of how to make them. So as you can see, they look like a scroll or a piece of cloth with a stick going through it. So that, like I said, there are 6, and once you have them in your inventory, they actually show up in the list of designs on the Loom GUI. So I'll go through each one, and I'll have the recipe for each one pop up on the screen so you guys can know how to make them once this update is out, or you guys are playing for yourselves in beta survival. So the first one we have is the creeper charge, and as you can see here on the screen, it's just a creeper head and a piece of paper. So I mean, it's kind of going to be a harder one to get because you got to get the creeper head and everything else. So here's the skull charge. It's just the wither skeleton skull with a piece of paper. The flower charge, here's the recipe for that one. The thing pattern, which is, we all know, is the Mojang logo. We have the field masoned, which is the bricks. And then lastly, we have the bordure indented pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and put these all in my inventory here, and then go back to the loom. Get some banners so we can mess around with them. Some blue dye. When we come back, we can see that the left side has updated. You can see that there's now 38 patterns. So I mean, here we have the field masoned, we have the creeper charge, the flower charge, the thing pattern, the skull, and the bordure indented right here. So each time you do it, you can see that the scroll goes up. Now what's nice about this is it's not a one-time use pattern. So when you put your stuff, your banner and your die up top, and then you can say your skull charge, you can make as many as you want with the banner pattern, and it's still yours to keep, because that would get kind of expensive having to get a wither skeleton skull each time, just to have that on your banner. So I kind of like that they did that, and they made it kind of an efficient way. It's super easy, super straightforward. You just click what you want, put it all in, and then you have your banner. So you can make a lot more banners a lot more efficiently in the upcoming 1.10 update. So these do spawn naturally. I mean, they're not expensive to make, but you can find them in the new villages, which you can see in my video of the update overview of 1.10. But here on the screen you can see which house they spawn in, and the profession of the villager is actually a shepherd villager. But I mean, I can go over the professions of the villagers in another video, because this is about the loom. So I mean, that's the loom. There's not much else to it. It's there. It's an awesome block. I'm excited to use it when the update actually comes out and not just in beta. So if you have any comments or suggestions for future videos, go ahead and leave those down below in the comments. But as for now, that's it for me. Enjoy.